What's up, guys? It's Benny. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. 58 House Democrats voted against condemning political violence. Why would that be? Well, because they like political violence. They don't even like acknowledging that Charlie Kirk is somebody who deserves to be mourned at all. They're using the moment of Charlie Kirk's memorial to lie on his name, thus absolving the left-wing terrorist who took Charlie Kirk's life. That is precisely what is happening. It is a despicable thing to see. And they're saying that Charlie Kirk is the one who caused great pain, not the trans activist, left-wing, radical, Democrat voter, Antifa member who took Charlie Kirk's life. Ilhan Omar is doing the exact same thing, saying that Charlie Kirk shouldn't have his hateful history rewritten. They're ratcheting up the narrative. They're ratcheting up the temperature in a moment where everybody needs to cool down. Leftists are the ones who are saying, no. This is the time to lie and score political points. That's exactly what Jimmy Kimmel did. This is why Jimmy Kimmel's show is getting emptied out right now. Jimmy Kimmel's show will probably never return, actually, to ABC. You can see the backlot here as they are filing out all of the Jimmy Kimmel show material. This is probably why it's not coming back, because Jimmy Kimmel's show was an absolute and total collapse. That's what the ABC News local stations have told me about Jimmy Kimmel. I've had conversations with a lot of them from across the country. They're reaching out. They're calling me. My phone is ringing off the hook because they're scared. Let me break a little news here. These ABC News local station owners, they're the ones who decided not to air Jimmy Kimmel's show. This is the free market at work. They said, our viewers don't like it. We are not able to sell ads against a show that does the same number of live stream viewers that like a live stream of Joe Biden napping on the beach would do effectively. Like Jimmy Kimmel's show gets about as many viewers as Chris Christie's OnlyFans, right? And so here, ladies and gentlemen, is the problem, that the left lies. Instead of talking about how this is just supply and demand, the free market, Jimmy Kimmel's show was a absolute nightmare. This is based on all available data. Was just a failed show that nobody wanted to watch because it had turned into left-wing DNC propaganda hour, and the majority of our country is right-leaning, so they don't like that. No, the left says that it is a full censorship operation done at the behest of the ABC local stations who refused to carry Jimmy Kimmel. Now, that's the moment that ABC News decided to yank the show. Here's why. Jimmy Kimmel wasn't going to apologize for lying about MAGA or Charlie Kirk's death. He was going to double down. He was going to make things so much worse. And that's why Disney, according to all available reports, said, you know what, we're just going to pull the show instead of letting all these local stations say we're not going to air the show. And there were about 100 million households that are covered by these local stations. Anyway, they decided to paint a target on the back of the local stations instead of taking any blame. And this is a trend. Instead of taking any blame for their own side, instead of taking any blame for their own policies and their own radicalized ratcheting up of the temperature and the rhetoric, they decided to put a target on the local ABC News stations, who are without a doubt the heroes in this entire Jimmy Kimmel story. And now those stations are under terroristic threat. Those owners are calling me very, very scared. The amount of threats that are pouring into these local ABC News stations is truly unbelievable. I cannot tell you everything that I've been told in confidence, but it is wretched what Democrat terrorists are doing, and some of them are taking action. Anibal Hernandez Santana, 64, was arrested for firing a gun into the window of an ABC 10 station in Sacramento yesterday. His X account appears to be a constant stream of anti-Trump commentary. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? Color me completely shocked and surprised. Here you can see the bullet holes in the window. This guy is they were protesting outside, like libs, dumpy boomer geriatric libs were protesting outside. Did they get the same geriatric to go protest everywhere? Like protesting for Jimmy Kimmel. Could you imagine? This, by the way, right here, gathered in front of Jimmy Kimmel Live, is his entire audience. That's a whole audience. That is a perfect representation of the total number of people that watch Jimmy Kimmel every single night. So now left-wing terrorists have been unleashed to attack local ABC stations because they decided that they were going to take Jimmy Kimmel off the air because their viewers didn't want it. And their response is terrorism. This is a trend. The response is always more terrorism by the left. When are we going to get our act together as Republicans, law enforcement, leaders, and start talking about this real problem and not allow them to sidestep it? The man who shot up the ABC affiliate in Sacramento following the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel has been identified as Anibal Hernandez. His X account appears to belong, is full of anti-Trump vitriol. He's also the legislative director for the California Federation of Teachers. Got it? Goodness gracious. He's straight up calling for violence, by the way, on his X account. Here we go. Here's his Facebook account. It bears repeating. Redux in 2024 if MAGA and their infamous leader cannot be stopped in the general election. This guy's account, like how it didn't get banned, I don't know. But he's worshiping Charlie Kirk's murder. Here it is right here. This is the account. He's worshiping Charlie Kirk's murder. He's going on and on and on about left-wing violence and the gun violence and how bad gun violence is in America. And then he takes a gun and he goes and shoots up an ABC news station. Look at this. Our thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk and his family. May the prudence of this cost-benefit analysis of 2A rights versus school shootings live forever. Dude, he's the dude who just shot up a local news station. Man suspected of firing 3 shots into the window of ABC affiliate in California after Kimmel decision is a former teachers union legislative director whose X feed is filled with far left-wing rhetoric. We need to have a real conversation. By the way, here's his Act Blue. These are all of his donations to Democrats. It goes on for 178 entries. So page after page after page of donations to Democrats. It is long past time to have a national conversation about left-wing violence. It is out of control. And his X account is literally terroristic threatening. I thought this was a banger, and looks like I'm right. Doing well. Just posted it. Charlie Kirk's assassinated by the leftist trans activist. The right prays, mourns, and goes to church. The left. Democrat pedophile George Zinn distracts law enforcement, falsely claimed to be Charlie Kirk's shooter, helping the assassin get away, charged criminally. Bomb was planted on a Fox News vehicle by 2 Democrat voters. Criminal charges and terrorism charges. Massive Charlie Kirk memorial vandalized and destroyed in Arizona. Criminal charges. DNC super donor shoots up ABC affiliate building in Sacramento. Criminal charges. Jimmy Kimmel show suspended for lying about left-wing terrorism. Thousands upon thousands of leftists lose their job for celebrating Kirk's death. The Texas Tech students assault Charlie Kirk supporter, expulsion, and criminal charges. Texas State student assaults mocks Charlie Kirk's death, threatened TPUSA students, expulsion. 58 House Democrats vote against disavowing political violence. Brett Kavanaugh's left-wing political assassin comes out as trans. Also, there was a bomb threat at RFK's house, criminal charges. All in 1 week. Not a both sides issue. This is a real, true issue. The violence is all coming from the left, and it's time for Republicans to get serious about it. It's your boy, Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.